teman-teman, kita lanjutkan Dragon Age lagi ya. Sekarang kan kita melanjutkan misi yang setelah menyelesaikan The Circle ini di Mage Tower. Sekarang kita tinggal pilih misi sunnah atau misi wajib. Ya, enggak, kita ke party camp dulu.
The Blight. How will you end it?
Oke, dia tanya bagaimana cara kita mengakhiri The Blight. Kenapa dia tanya begitu?
You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
Katanya aku Grey Warden ya memang.
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Katanya Grey Warden itu ahli strategi dan kesatria yang tangguh. Jadi yang dia dengar. Aku baru.
Will you make that excuse to the Archdemon, or the victims it claims in the meantime?
Waduh, salah. Kita salah jawab ternyata.
Why are we stopping? There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? As you wish.
Kita kasihkan giftnya dulu ke siapa? Ke Morrigan ya. Morrigan menyendiri. Dia sedang bermeditasi.
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Salah. Ini teman-teman. Kita kasihkan ini ke
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
Ini sama-sama. Dia terima kasih, kita jawab sama-sama. Apa? Masa aku nggak bisa dapat ciuman?
Oh, I don't know. That seems like a steep reward to ask for.
Ya, terlalu cepat. Rewardnya terlalu cepat, kata Morrigan. I think I deserve it.
You could be right. Let us test the theory.
Langsung bisa ternyata ya.
There. Compensation requested and provided. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Oke. Langsung 15 teman-teman. Nah, kita dapat quest untuk mempelajari barangnya bukunya Morrigan ini.
Yes?
Oke teman-teman, nanti kita buatkan semacam video khusus untuk menaikkan apa bahasanya ini ya. Affection ya, mungkin pengaruh untuk ke teman-teman kita ya. Kita buat episode khusus untuk pengaruh, menaikkan pengaruhnya supaya positif semua. Nah, kita mungkin bisa ngasih apa gitu lah ya ke teman-teman kita ya. Ini kasihkan rugi teman-teman. Dia udah 100 dia. Ini lebih baik ya. Coba kasih Stan kan udah min 3 ya. Mungkin ini run itu Pak Wina lah. Waktu 12 tambahan
Oh, marvelous.
4. Kita kasih Leliana. Ada Alistair dulu ya.
Is that for me? Really?
Biar Alistair mabuk.
Wow. Wow.
Nah ini kan kita ganti armornya Stan. Nah biar lebih tegas. Oke teman-teman, sekalian mengurangi beban. Wes.
The circle of Magi stands ready to assist Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Do you need anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are
Oke,
runes.
butuh runes. Oke, ini kita cek dulu teman-teman.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Kita lihat
I'm sure you'll be
dia
pleased
punya
with the
apa
good-
aja. Oke, dulu. Terlalu mahal teman-teman. Barang-barang mahal semua nih. Dragon Blade helmet. Woi, sebentar. Oh, ini semacam pasangannya. Pasangannya Blood Dragon Blade.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on. I'm sure.
Ini untuk nambah kapasitas teman-teman. Gratis ya teman-teman ya, sikat aja. Oke, tinggal 3. Ini gratis semua teman-teman. Terus nanti aja lah ya. Bisa untuk meningkatkan affection-nya.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden,
Story-nya.
it's only. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains.
Kurcaci di
I was a
Frostback
merchant
Mountain.
there too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Dia dulu kerja di apa? Jadi pedagang di Orzammar. Dia jual artefak langka, artefak tua yang kaum bangsawan itu suka ke barang-barangnya itu. Mengingatkan mereka ke hari-hari kejayaan yang sudah berlalu. Lost glory.
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kalsharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old tides fell. and then all that was left was
Nah,
Ostagar.
akhirnya tinggal urusan
But we were
raja.
talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my stall. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Terus bangsawannya itu ngira barangnya itu bracelet itu apa ya, kayak gelang itu loh. Nah itu bangsawannya itu menuduh dia mencuri barangnya. Ya, akhirnya dia diamankan, ditangkap, terciduk lah. Apa yang terjadi setelah itu?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure in his own fields. But we were talking about how...
Tax itu aku nggak tahu apa ya, mungkin semacam runtuhan untuk apalah, nggak tahu tax itu artinya apa. Yaitu dia itu beli dari orang-orang yang masuk ke tax yang hilang ini. Lah di sana itu banyak harta. Nah orang-orangnya itu yang bawa harta itu, harta-hartanya dibeli sama ini, semacam begitulah.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Penjaga dan pergi dari Ostagar. Kabur, nggak pernah balik lagi. I know you.
Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
Ini masih belum. Oh iya, masih belum menyebutkan anaknya.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think. And he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Ostagar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Anak adopsi nih.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Dia ahli enchantment. Nah, barang-barangnya itu dari mana? Bukan dari deep roots.
Look, we
Supply-nya ini.
don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Ostagar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the darkspawn coming.
Mengambil barang-barang dari tempat-tempat yang ditinggalkan oleh manusia. Nah, karena darkspawn datang, itu tempat-tempat yang ditinggalkan semakin banyak dan semakin banyak pula barang yang mereka dapat.
People flee from the blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
Ya mungkin ya dia ngambil barang-barang pengungsi yang ditinggalkan. Nah, yang mungkin lebih baik daripada dimiliki darkspawn ya.
That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods.
Kita butuh ini ya teman-teman ya. Tapi kok mahal? Langsung aja teman-teman. Enchantment dulu lupa.
Enchantment?
Kita tambahkan di each. Oke. Untuk kalian ya teman-teman ya. Kita lanjut untuk melanjutkan misi. Save dulu.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Kita coba misi sunah ya. Yang terdekat dulu aja lah. Oke, ada event di sini.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Ada begal, mungkin semacam begal.
Trap right ahead.
Ya, ternyata kita dicegat oleh bulan begal.
The Grey Warden dies here! More enemies ahead. Shall be done.
Defend yourself. Come and get Is that all you've got?
As you said. Quickly, we must fight! Come, let us end this.
That's one for me! Trap right ahead. Trap right ahead.
Mau naik ya?
Trap right ahead. I tried to be merciful. Poor bastard.
What?
I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
Aku punya pertanyaan.
Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Siapa yang nyewa dia untuk bunuh kita? Ya kita udah tahu ya.
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Apakah dia loyal
I
ke
have no
Logan?
idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him.
Oh, dia nggak loyal
I was
ke
contracted to
Zevran.
perform a service.
Cuma dibayar.
Oh, well, that's between Logan and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself.
Jadi Logan itu bayarnya lewat The Crows. Kemudian baru bilang ke Zevran ini. Dan
Isn't that what we're establishing now?
kapan ketemu
I
Logan
wasn't.
lagi?
If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logan of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logan then.
Oh, nggak perlu ketemu Logan lagi. Jadi kapan dia bertemu Logan lagi? Karena gagal, jadi tidak perlu ketemu Logan lagi. Kalau gagal.
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
Dia dibayar berapa? Udah
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, dia dibayar grossnya. Gross itu semacam mercenary, ya, mercenary group.
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
Not for being
Oh, fine. Is that what you Fereldans do? Mock your prisoners? Such cruelty.
Mengejek tawanan. Dia datang
Not
dari
precisely.
Antiva ke
I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
Kenapa dia
Why not?
menyerahkan
I wasn't
ini
paid
semua
for
ke-
silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Oh, dia tidak dibayar untuk diam dan tidak. Oke. Bukankah kamu itu setidaknya loyal ke yang mempekerjakan dia?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
Aku dengarin.
Well,
Coba.
here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve
Oh,
you
dia minta
instead.
ikut aku lah ya, ikut kita lah ya. Apakah kita bisa mendapatkan loyalitas yang sama?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
Oh, dia loyal sampai kalau dia gagal dan orang-orang yang bekerjakannya membunuh dia baru tidak loyal. Apa yang dia inginkan?
Well,
Gabungan
let's
aku.
see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Oh, di bawah apa? Selama ini dia bakal ikut aku. Terus kalau udah gak butuh, dia bisa pergi. Kenapa kita butuh
Why?
pelayanannya?
Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks.
Oh, dia bisa
I could also warn you should the
Spesialis
Antivan
assassin.
Crows attempt something more sophisticated now that my attempts have failed. I also know a great many jokes, 12 massage techniques, 6 different card games. I do wonderful at parties, no? To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Oh. Jadi meskipun sekarang dia mencoba membunuh lagi, cuma 2 kalinya, mereka ada Antivan Crows itu mungkin bisa membunuh Zafran karena gagal di percobaan pertama. Makanya itu Zafran mau ikut kita.
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it? I think you're royally tough to kill. I'm only hoping that you're stupid. That was a joke. Let me rephrase that. I'm hoping that you're the sort of fellow that takes a chance every now and again. Yes?
Okay.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Ya, Alex tadi tidak setuju.
We could apparently use a swift kick in the head too, but you don't see me going around asking for one.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Oke. Formasi tetap ya, kok soalnya ini tipe-tipenya sama kayak Liliana. Oke, ini alisannya kurang 7 sepertinya ya.
I shall do it.
Olah lagi ya. Jawabannya hilang teman-teman. First update. Kita mendapat small painted box, kotak lukisan kecil yang diminta oleh Friends of Regeni. Nah, Regeni ini hadiahnya di market district di Denerim. Mantul ya ke Denerim ya.
It is begun.
Looting dulu teman-teman. Dulu teman-teman. Sangat alam. Kita lihat lebih dekat. Oh, ini dia pakai seragamnya Raja Cailan. Oh ya, dia ingat, dia laki-laki yang tidak bersenjata itu bertarung sama tokoh utamanya ini di Ostagar. Nah, terus lihat buatnya. Ini seragamnya Ban Loren, penguasa kecil. Oh, ini fluidity of his allegiance, ini kesetiaannya itu cair ya. Jadi maksudnya itu agak kurang loyal. Join the fray, kita gabung. Yang dibunuh teman-teman.
We must not exhaust our supplies. Very well. Let us end this. Here.
Let's make it quick! Someone please stop the bleeding! Make it
we've done.
praised!
Oke, sudah selesai. Kita looting dulu teman-teman.
Very well.
Oke. Oh ya, namanya ini Elric Marine. Orang-orang dekatnya Raja Cailan. Tak kira
Thank
mati.
you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
Dia kabur dari orang-orangnya Ban. Dia sembunyi di hutan, tapi akhirnya ketahuan.
You were there in Ostagar.
Dia ingat
You know how
kita.
things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some dark spawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
Dia bisa mati, atau mati di perutnya Darkspawn, atau digantung sebagai desertir.
I dare say most people think the same of you and me, if not worse.
I fled the battlefield when Loghain betrayed us. I abandoned my men, and they died. And Cailan with
Dia
them.
desertir.
He was my
Ketika
king,
Loghain mengkhianati
my friend,
mereka.
maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
Dia ditawan di penjaranya Ban Loren, kemudian dia tidak bisa melupakan teman-temannya yang mati di Ostagar. Ya, paling nggak
Leave it to me to be the one who lingers. But if it's the likes of you who sees me to my final hour, perhaps things happen for a reason. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the wardens.
Oh, dia itu rajanya itu, Raja Cailan itu mempercayakan kunci ke Royal Arms Chest. Kalau ada sesuatu yang terjadi ke dia perlu mengantarkan kuncinya ke wardens. Kenapa kok gak dikasihkan?
He didn't get the chance. Duncan was so busy with the new recruits and keeping Loghain at bay. Whatever his reasoning, it's me Cailan entrusted it to.
Apakah peti ini penting?
The royal arms chest. It's where Cailan kept his father's sword, the one he always said he'd slay the archdemon with.
More than that, there was a secret compartment where he kept documents concerning his dealings with Empress Celine and the Orlesians.
Oh, ada dokumennya di tentang perjanjiannya dengan Kaisar Celine dan bangsa Orlesian.
The Maker has a sense of humour, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
But you said Cailan entrusted it to you.
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there. The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
The events at Ostagar still haunt my thoughts, Warden. If that is where we are headed, I would like to accompany you.
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it's too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Cailan's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Kembali ke Ostagar gitu. Teman-teman, kita akan masuk ke misi return to Ostagar. Untuk pertarungan ini kita lanjutkan besok. Terima kasih sudah menonton. Subscribe.